Have you also always felt like you were meant for something bigger than just a 9 to 5? Because that is the way that I have felt for, I would say, nearly in my entire life. This video is gonna be about how I got out of the 9 to 5 and now I am running and managing my own 2 companies. And every day I'm getting one step closer to living my dream life. So hopefully you can derive some inspiration from this and also get a little bit motivation and getting inspired to go after your dreams too. Whether they look a little bit like mine or something completely different, that doesn't really matter. So to give you some background information about me, also because this is probably one of my first videos here on YouTube, so I thought that this could be a video where you can get to know me a little bit better. So to go back to when I was young and didn't know much about my future, I was a happy little girl. I was doing horse riding every single day and I loved it so much until I went to it's something that we have in Denmark. It's called efterskole, and it's basically when you are finished with 7th or 8th or 9th grade, you can move on to this after school thing. This is definitely not the correct translation, but I think you know what I mean, where you are still having classes and learning, but it's more free and you live there like a little community. We were around 70 people and I had my horse with me. Yeah, and I went there for 2 years. I've also grown a lot from that. So after that, I had to go to what we here in Denmark call a gymnasium. It's basically like high school. And I was there for 3 years. It's like a 3-year youth education. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I've always liked school. I have always loved to learn new things, so definitely enjoyed it. Even though the class that I was in had some troubles and sometimes it was just not the best community or space to be in. And that also did drain me sometimes. So when we came to the 3rd year, or the end of the 3rd year, and we were about to graduate basically, I was so happy. And I remember that me and my 2 closest friends, Sophie and Louise, I love them so much, we were beyond happy. Like we were so happy that this was like the end, but more about the fact that this was the start of something new and even more exciting. And it definitely has been. All of us have been on some crazy adventures since we stopped, and I decided to take a gap year. That has more or less always been my plan. So at that point, my plan was taking 1 gap year to work, save up some money, and go out to travel, because I've always had a huge urge inside of me to travel all around the world and go on adventures. It has been so big a dream of mine, I can't even describe it to you, but the people close to me that knows me know that it's something very, very dear to my heart. And so yeah, that has always been the plan. And the plan after that was, after my first gap year, I wanted to apply for law school here in Denmark, and hopefully I would get in and start to study law. And as you might know, it's a long education. It takes a minimum of 8 years here in Denmark. So actually even just the thought of having 1 gap year, which would make me finish, a year later, in the end, was scaring me a bit. But I was also aware that I needed that gap year to grow and just go on an adventure, because I would definitely regret it if I didn't do that. So that was the plan. And I worked in healthcare and tried to save up some money. But then in the end of the summer holidays, so around in the end of July, beginning of August, my boyfriend and I started to talk more about and develop more on an idea that we have had from like half a year back. Or it was actually an idea that came to my mind when I was about to shop for or find a prom dress. My boyfriend and I have had like a business feeling inside of us that we wanted to start our own, and we have tried to start a couple different things that didn't really succeed. And so we started our own web shop with prom dresses, where we basically were designing all of the dresses from scratch and taking pictures of it, doing photo shoots and all that fun stuff. And I was making a web shop, which I also enjoyed. And yeah, we started that business and it actually went pretty well. We launched in like 2 days before New Year's Eve, and then we went on a little ski trip after New Year's Eve, and we had already sold a few dresses. Fast forward to half a year later, so around June, July, we had some great success actually with it, despite the fact we hadn't really been promoting it that much. Yeah, we were actually pretty satisfied. Let's just take a step back, because in October and November of 2022, my boyfriend was working on another business idea of an agency. I wasn't really a part of it back then, but then when we came to January and February, we started to talk even more about this, because both of us could see that this could be something really huge. So we started to work on that business too, while running the other dress store. So we had a lot of things to do, and yeah, it was kind of crazy. So at this point, we both had jobs on the side, but it meant that in the end of May and start April, I had to quit my job in healthcare. I was in healthcare, taking care of elder people, and I did enjoy it, but I was like, I have no idea what I need to do here, because I like this job, but of course I like it even more to build my own business. So I talked to some different people and my family and all that stuff, and ended up quitting my job to go full-time on both of our businesses, which mostly was the agency, because we knew that this dress web shop, we loved it, and we still do. I do. mostly my. The agency was something that could be taken to a whole nother level. Now we are here. Right now it is the 17th of August 2023, and we are in Switzerland. And this is my second gap year. So as you might understand, I had to take another gap year, which was a really hard decision for me, because I've always been like very da-da-da, and I just need to have a path that I can follow and know what I'm gonna do and know what my future looks like. But if I actually wanted to run those businesses, I would have to take another gap year if I also wanted to go out and travel, because otherwise I wouldn't have time to go out to travel and all that stuff. So I needed to choose again, and I did. So this is my second gap year. I'm in Switzerland with my boyfriend, and we are working both full-time on the agency. It's really, really exciting. We are growing every single day, and we just bought a course that hopefully is going to help us move and grow even faster than we would be able to do on our own. So that's really, really great, and we are planning on staying here for around 3 months or so, and then we want to move on and travel to Asia. We want to visit all those different countries, like we want to go to Vietnam, the Philippines, Thailand, Bali, all of those countries. And I am so happy and grateful that we're able to do this and work from wherever we want, because the only thing that we need is our computer. So yeah, so that was a little background information about me, and I hope this can inspire you just a little bit to go after your own dreams, even though they might be a lot different from your current position in life. Why not go after it? What do you have to lose? Seriously, you have to think about that, because the thing that's holding all of us back is fear. It's fear about losing money, losing friends, people judging us. It's a fear that when we open and start our own YouTube channel, that people will just look at us and think, wow, that's so weird, but they're not. Like, all of us are minding our own businesses, and that is what we should do. So don't think about what other people's thoughts are and what they think about you. That doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you think about yourself and what steps you are taking in your own life to be more happy and getting closer to living the life that you're actually dreaming about. And it's totally okay and fine if your dream is to have a 9-to-5, and if you're just dreaming about a specific job, working as that, that's totally fine. This video is not to drag anyone down or to say that a 9 to 5 is wrong, because it's definitely not. It's definitely not. The world and the society needs all of these jobs. We need doctors, we need teachers, we need all of those. So it's really, really important. It's just to say that if you have some kind of a dream, it can be anything. Small dreams and big dreams, doesn't matter. I just want to encourage you to go after it. It doesn't really take much else than just sit down, have a piece of paper and a pen, write down a plan. There's no rules or anything. Write down the steps that you can take to achieve this dream. And then the most important part here is that you actually take action every single day to become the better version of yourself and getting one step closer to living your dream life. This can look so different from people to people, so find out what you value most in life. What do you want to achieve? Do you have a specific dream or something that you want to achieve within a certain time frame, or whatever it might look like for you? I think you should do it, because whatever it looks like for you, why not go after your dreams? You don't have anything to lose. You only have things to gain. If you fail, you have gotten a lot of knowledge. The thing is that when we fail, and we will always fail with some things, we will never be able to not do that. But when we fail with something in our lives, we always learn something from it, and it makes us grow. So you also have to see failure as a way to grow, and a way to become better, and a way to get one step closer to succeeding. Because that's the truth, that's the way it is. So take a moment for yourself. Sit down and think about what you actually desire in this life. What are your dreams? What are you dreaming to achieve and accomplish? Whatever it might look like for you, think about that. And think about how you can get one step closer every single day to achieving that. So yeah, I don't know if this video is making any sense, but I hope that you understand my point, and that this could maybe give you a little bit inspiration and motivation to dare to go after your dreams. And if you are tired of a 9 to 5, then do something about it. Do something about it. If you feel like you're in a position right now that you don't enjoy fully, or you feel like you're not completely happy, do something about it. It's basically as simple as that. You have to do something about it. Because why should we find ourselves in a position where we're not really happy and just stay there and hope for something magically to appear or happen to take us out of that position? We are the only one in control of our own life, and therefore we are the only ones that can actually change it. So don't wait for anything magical to happen. You have to take a step yourself to actually get the life you desire. Promise me one thing from this video, that you are gonna think a little bit about what you actually want here in life, and write down some actions that you can do to move one step closer to that. And promise me that every single day you will take a step and you will take action towards becoming more happy, and that you will never stop to learn and work on self-development and knowledge, because that is truly one of the most valuable things that we have. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I would say that just the fact that you're actually watching this video is taking a huge step in itself. And please leave a like and subscribe if you want even more videos like this, because I truly enjoy to make them, and I really, really hope deep in my heart that I can inspire some of you. So let me know your thoughts about this video, and see you in the next one.